Want to know exactly what to do in a 2v1 where there's only one defender? Want to not be seen as selfish when you have the ability to shoot at an open shot in that 2v1? Then make sure to stick around for 2v1 soccer drills. Hello, if we're meeting for the first time, I'm Dylan Joseph, soccer trainer, #1 best-selling Amazon Understand Soccer book series author at understandsoccer.com, and I've been training tens of thousands of soccer players for well over a decade. The Understand Soccer channel commitment is to post one video weekly demonstrating the soccer skills that a soccer player needs and exactly what situations to use those skills and how to practice those skills, all in an effort to build your soccer confidence. So if you want better skills and to build your soccer confidence, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to join the soccer squad and to ensure you don't miss any future videos. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video for that pro tip on knowing exactly when you should make that pass in a 2v1 or when you should take the ball yourself and make sure to take that shot. So what skill are we covering today? 2v1 soccer drills, as well as what to do in a 2v1 when you're an attacker with and without the ball. So that first thing that you want to consider in a 2v1 when you and a teammate have the ball and are attacking only one defender is that you've got to be explosive. You got to be quick. What does that mean? Is that you've got to take large touches. You got to really sprint, because you better believe that other defenders on that other team and midfielders are going to be sprinting their butts off trying to get back. A 2v1 is a huge advantage for using that teammate, and you've got to take advantage of that advantage. So it's so important, use those bigger touches. So that second thing to consider is that you want to read what the defender is doing. So if the defender is cutting off that forward passing lane for you to play that ball in front of your teammate so they can run onto it, then take the space that they're leaving for you and push the ball. As soon as you get pretty close to the net, make sure to take that shot if you have that shooting lane available. Versus if that defender's trying to close you down, then play that ball 1 to 2 yards in front of that other teammate that's also running with you so that they can run onto it and have it then burst the goalie. Okay, so it's so important. Understand what the defender's doing to make it so that you can determine what you want to do. But now you got to react quick. You got to be explosive. You can't wait forever to figure out what the defender's doing. You've got to, as the game plays out, and you've got a ton of people chasing you, you've got to make sure you're making that decision quickly. If they're covering you, play it off. If they're not covering you, take it yourself. Now remember, me as a forward, let's be honest, I love to score. I love to get goals. But goals and assists are just as good in this situation. So if they have a better chance to score than you do, then make sure they get the ball a few feet in front of them. Now, as I alluded to in that last point, if that defender is cutting off that passing lane for you to get that ball to your teammate, okay, and I'm talking diagonally forward, not horizontally. If you pass it horizontally, you're just making it easier for the other team, the defenders on that team, to come back and to shut you guys down. You want any passes in the situation to be forward. You've got to attack, you got to be aggressive, you got to be explosive. So if they're cutting down that passing lane, they're giving you the ability to shoot, then take the shot. Don't be afraid of not passing that ball. Make sure to take that shot. So if you're the person without the ball, then make sure that you're far enough away from that teammate to provide space for a pass that the defender cannot catch up to and will allow you enough time to take a quality shot on net. One thing, in a 2v1, you got to make sure the ball's doing just as much work as you are. So many times I'm in a 2v1, I got the ball, and the teammate with me is making an overlapping run. He's getting closer to me. He's making it easier for the defender. I want him to spread out. I want that defender to not be able to catch one of us, and I want that person that he can't catch to be the one with the ball. So create space. Make sure the ball's doing the work, not so much either of you. So each 2v1 will be slightly different from the next, but in every game situation, one of the most important things that you do is that you have to be onside when that pass is made. Messing up a 2v1 because you were slightly offside is a surefire way to make it so that your teammate will be even more hesitant to pass you the ball in the game going forward. Additionally, it is an easy way to take the momentum away from your team's advancement on the field and in their spirits and inner dialogue. Ruining a 2v1 reduces your team's energy because you blew a high probability situation because you were not aware of your location in relation to the defender that is defending you and your teammate. Therefore, when you are a teammate without the ball, it is a good rule of thumb to be lined up with the ball to make sure that you will not be offside if your teammate plays a pass to you. So in that comment section below, comment yes if you ever feel bad not passing in a 2v1. Comment no if you're like, hey, I got an open shot, I'm gonna take it. Let me know how you feel, what that gut instinct is that you have. And honestly, for me, like I normally feel bad. If I've got an open shot, I'm gonna take it, but I feel bad that I didn't make that pass and that my teammate will see me as selfish. It's something that I mentally gotta be able to overcome, depending on what the game situation is, but that's something still that I'm working on to this day. So, what's that first thing we wanna avoid in a 2v1? You want to avoid taking too big of a touch that just rolls into the defender's feet or out of bounds, but more importantly is you want to stop and avoid taking too small of touches. If you've got other defenders on the field, which you will, they're going to be trying to come back and get that ball from you. So too small of touches or using skills that take way too long is going to waste your team's time and make it so that instead of a 2v1, now it's a 2v2 or even a 2v3, which is much harder, much lower probability. So use your advantage, be explosive, take advantage of that 2v1. It's so important. That second thing you want to avoid is avoid being too unselfish. If you got the ability to shoot and you're close to the net, take the shot. If you're ever at the penalty spot or closer, take the shot. Don't worry about passing because honestly, sometimes I mess up here and I want to make that pass first so I don't seem as selfish as some players sometimes see me as being. But seriously, if you got the opening, taking a shot on net directly just at the goal, you and them, is going to be a much higher probability situation than you having to complete a pass and then for them to shoot. So make it easy on yourself, take that shot. So how do we practice those 2v1s? Well, grab two teammates, head to the field, preferably one attacker, one defender, so that there will be two attackers, one defender, and work on going from one side of the 18 to the other. Not from the top of the 18 to the goal line, but from one side to the other. As you get really successful at doing that, I'm talking like, every 4 out of 5 times you get from one side to the other successfully, make the field smaller, make it easier for that defender and harder for you and the other attacker until you're working in that 6-yard box and you're able to successfully get by them nearly every time in that 2v1. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video for that pro tip that you've been waiting for. Soccer squad, since we're talking about a shooting and finishing topic in this video, this is in the second layer of the individual soccer player's pyramid. As a soccer player, start with passing and receiving because every soccer player needs that. Then move to the second layer of the pyramid. You will have a selection to make here. My recommendation is that if you're a defender, then go to the defending section first. If you're a midfielder, then go to dribbling and foot skills and grab that book first. However, if you're a forward or a striker, then grab that shooting and finishing book first. I really care about you and want to provide you as much value as possible. I want you to know exactly how to attack in a 2v1, 2v2, 1v1, 1v2, so you have way more confidence going into every game. If you want to learn more about what to do in a 1v1, 2v1, 2v2, or 1v2, then grab that second book in the Understand Soccer series, Soccer Shooting and Finishing, today on Amazon.com using the link in the description below. This book is available in paperback, audiobook, and ebook and makes a terrific gift. And if you use the link in the description below for the audiobook to sign up with Audible, you can listen to this book for free by creating a new account. So for that pro tip, the most important thing that you have to have in that mindset is that your team has to score. It doesn't matter if you do it. It doesn't matter if your teammate does it. As long as that ball goes in the net, you're golden. You're good. No one's going to complain, really. No one's going to get mad. The coach isn't going to be like, hey, you should have passed the ball. Why dare you score yourself? Okay, so the thing is, let it go. If you don't make that pass because you've got a better opportunity yourself, then take it. If it makes more sense that you shoot because you got an open net and that defender's covering the passing lane, then take the shot. Yeah, sometimes it stinks a little bit when your teammates think you're selfish, but if they say, hey, dude, why didn't you pass it? Let them know. I didn't pass it because you weren't as open and it would have been easier for our team to score if I took that shot. Okay, I wanted to pass you, I looked to pass you, but it didn't just make sense for our team. And since my greatest goal here was to score, my greatest goal was for our team to win, I took that shot myself. And for that second pro tip, that reverse mindset holds true. Don't be mad at your teammate if they didn't pass you the ball if you weren't open or if they had a better opportunity to score. Because think about it, they have the opportunity to shoot, they should take it. Because they got to complete a pass to you and then you've got to shoot yourself. Unless you're super wide open and then there'll be no one in net, that generally is a low probability play, so don't be mad that they didn't pass to you. So Soccer Squad, let me know in the comment section below if you have any feedback on how I can make these videos better or if you have any suggestions for videos you'd love me to cover in the future. And Soccer Squad, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to ensure you don't miss any future videos on building your soccer confidence. And if you have one person in mind that you think this video could help, please share it with them. Also, Soccer Squad, you don't want to miss that next video on exactly what to do in a 2v2 to increase your probability of success. So, Soccer Squad, if you want to better your odds in a 1v2 where you're the only attacker against 2 defenders, you're looking to score, and you want to impress the crowd and the fans, then make sure to click here. And if you're receiving value from this channel, comment yes if you feel bad when you don't pass in a 2v1. Otherwise, comment no if you're fine with not doing that. Also, if you could, follow me on Instagram at @UnderstandSoccer if you like fun soccer facts as well as soccer memes.